Well, good morning for people on the West Coast, at least.
Yeah, and hello and good day to everybody wherever you are. I'm Sandy O from Emma's Revolution.
And Pat Humphreys, so great to see you all here.
And we are here with you on the daily antidote of song, and where you're going to hear a song every day from a different song leader, and sometimes people cycle back through like us. So we are thrilled to be here with Carpe Diem Arts and Jaden on Tech. And you know how we like to start things. We like to sing you the hellos. Here's your part. Doom da doom doom ga doom ga doom doom ga doom ga doom doom ga. Hello, 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 hello. You are here on the daily antidote of song. It's a day off here in the US. Yeah, it's Labor Day. Hello, 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 hello. We've got a song for you for Labor Day. We're gonna sing it for you for Labor Day. But first we're gonna say for Labor Day. Hello, hello, hello. Let's give it up for Jaden doing the tech today. Let's say hello to Mabel with the Bears in Massachusetts. Yeah, let's say hello, 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 hello. I see Athena. I see Aloysius in Western Mass. I see Nancy the cow and Susan in Cincinnati. Hello, 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 hello. Deli is there with a fan in the background. Cricket is there. And Sheila is there with Pete's banjo in the background from Gainesville, Florida. Hello, hello, hello. There's our friend Arlene in Berkeley, California. There's Susan, a wash of orange. There's Bob outside in the beautiful sunlight. Hello, 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 hello. He's here this morning, and Karen is here with a mountain behind her, and Kathleen is here from Albuquerque, and Bonnie is here. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Newly retired Mark and Luna. Well, enjoy the time. So proud of you, so happy for you. Enjoy your day off on a Labor Day like no other. Hello, 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 hello. Gay is here and Kathy with Chico the dog in Denver. And there's Sue in Seattle. Hello to Sarah and hello to Ruth. Hello, 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 hello. Hello to Kat in Vermont. And there is Kate in Charlottesville, Virginia. Harriet is joining us from Chicago. Hello, 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 hello. Annette in California. Becky. And there's Carolyn with Pete Seeger. It's day 1247. Woo! Oh, we say hello. Oh, hello, 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 Storm. And hello to Rick. It's good to see you, Caroline in DC. And there's Trish in Victoria and Tussie. I see you there. Hello, hello, hello. Steve is in Silver Spring, Maryland. Jamie's in Virginia. Isabel's in Florida. Linda is on Arcus Island. Marjorie is here. And Nancy Schimmel. Hello, hello. Our songwriter friend Lynn is there. There's Bronwyn in the South, maybe, or that's her last name, South. I don't know. Hello to Kay in Texas, and Sandy and Don in Western North Carolina. Hello to Hoda in BC. Hello to Joe on the go. Hello to Dick and Kathy in Victoria. Hello to Sherry. Hello to Nancy. Hello, 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 Ray. Hello to our third page. There's Bob in Massachusetts. I think we've said hello to everyone today, so let's say hello, 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 hello. There it is. Y'all from all over.
Yeah.
I didn't get to sing from Ruth and coming to us from Birmingham, UK. We love to see you from across the pond and across the country, wherever you are. So, it is Labor Day, which means something especially exciting to newly retired Mark and Luda, but to the rest of us, still going at it in the working world, it is something. So we're really happy to be here. Thanks for having us, Jaden.
Thanks so
Yeah,
much.
and we're go, Jaden. Sorry.
Oh no, I wanted to say hello to both of you too, and thanks for being our song leaders today. And maybe give a round of applause for your wonderful hellos. Please continue. Tell us about Labor Day. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great to be here with you all. I'm sporting my Ann Feeney shirt to remember our dearly departed labor singer friend. who brought so much energy to this holiday every year in her amazing songs, traveling around the country. And we're singing a song. This is actually one of the very first songs that Sandy and I sang together a million years ago now. Wow. Yeah, 30 years ago or so, right?
That's right. We were 10.
Yeah, exactly. And Sandy reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'm organizing this tour of women musicians to women's colleges for Women's History Month." And I thought, what a cool idea. And I said, the only thing is, my only stipulation is I don't want it to feel like a competition or like a showcase or something. Could we make it more like it's a community of us? And I said, let's all come with some songs that we can all sing together. And then we'll learn those, and we'll open the shows all together. And then we'll each do our individual things, and then we'll close all the shows together. And Sandy came with this beautiful, beautiful version of a song that you will find very familiar, I imagine, Bread and Roses, having been written about the textile workers' strike in Lawrence, Massachusetts in 1912. And the words of this come from James Oppenheim, who wrote it as a poem at first, and then it's been put to music by several folks. Probably most well known was the Mimi Farina version that she and Judy Collins made famous in her early days. And Sandy, the apparently one of the original melodies was an already existing melody that was a little bit more love song like than the sort of marching version that folks are most familiar with. And Sandy kind of riffed off of that a little bit in this, what brings this story back down to a very sort of personal kind of story of work, of women working in the workplace. And I loved it right away when she sang it. I thought, oh my gosh, it's such a different take on this song. I love it so much. So we started singing it right away. And we've been singing it pretty much ever since.
Yeah, let me say that folks are asking about what's on your shirt, Pat, because your guitar is in the way.
Here.
And I like that you said that there was 2 different versions. There we go. A woman's place is in her union.
Yes.
And
With Rosie the Riveter, of course.
Rosie the Riveter.
And since we live in the land of Rosie the Riveter.
We do.
And Betty Reed Soskin is still alive and kicking just down the road in Richmond. And, though she doesn't speak anymore at the historic Rosie the Riveter exhibit at the National Park there, she's still in our hearts as forwarding the story of sort of all of the stories around that time and women in industry.
So if you do know the original version, which is the march, more sounds like a march, that's what I learned in college. But then I just sort of relaxed it a little bit, not knowing there was some other version by Mimi Farina. So you will know, if you don't know the words are in your chat, thanks to our wonderful tech host, Jaden. And here it is, Bread and Roses.
As we go marching, marching in the beauty of the day, 1,000,000 darkened kitchens, 1,000 mill loaves gray are touched with all the radiance that a sudden sun discloses. For the people hear us singing, bread and roses, bread and roses. As we go marching, marching, we battle to for men, for they are women's children. Let the mothers speak again. Our lives shall not be sweated from birth until life closes. Hearts starve as well as bodies give us bread, but give us roses. As we go marching, marching, unnumbered women dead go crying through our singing their ancient call for bread. Small art and love and beauty, their drudging spirits new. Yes, it is bread we fight for, but we fight for roses too. As we go marching, marching, people hear our call, for the rising of the women means the rising of us all. No more the drudge and idler tend the toil when one reposes, but a sharing of life's glories, bread and roses, bread and roses, bread and roses, bread and roses.
Like that.
Thank you.
Bread and roses.
I think I usually sing that cape out up just a little
I
bit,
think
but
you
my voice was a little
do.
sleepy this
It
morning.
was a little low for me.
I know. I was like, oh, Sandy's doing low harmonies, really low harmonies. So maybe if we sing it again, I'll bring it up.
But it's nice to sing it again. Yes, Jaden, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say thank you so much, and it sounded great. I mean, we don't know if it's low or high. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, okay, I honestly have not heard like the original version of this song, but there is something I think in the way that you sang it that feels very sort of like honoring of lives lost, right? In the way that it's sort of the gentleness of it that feels like meaningful. So yeah, it's a beautiful arrangement. And I don't know if you want to say more about the song or how you've come to it or what
Sure. And I appreciate hearing that. I feel like it does feel that way, given sort of us looking back, 110 years, 111 years ago. And the original version, I learned it in college. I went to Bryn Mawr College, which is a women's college in Pennsylvania. And one of the reasons I went is because they have this very strong tradition of getting together a few times a year as traditions in the college, of the whole college gets together and sings. And for somebody who was coming and looking for a college, like, I liked it because it had sciences, which is what I thought I wanted to study then. And it was a women's college, and I knew I'd get, good support as a woman if I were studying science there. And they wanted to sing, and I thought that was great. So the March version really is of the time where people were literally in the streets about life, having to deal with factory work. And factory work could start early in the morning and have you working for 14 hours. And you could begin working as a 10-year-old in these sweatshops that included machines that were literally dangerous. If your fingers got caught, if your hair got caught, if your clothing got caught in the machines, just absolutely deadly. And people were just working all these hours and all these years of their lives for a pittance. And we really do see it still around the world. But that's why labor laws came into place. People stood up and fought, and they came out into the streets in Lawrence, Massachusetts for this particular textile strike. And what was amazing about it was that people of all ethnicities who were working there in those labor mills came together. They didn't speak the same languages necessarily, but they found a way to communicate. They communicated through song and through translation, obviously, and they all went out on strike, which was an amazing, powerful move to take. And so the march, when we go marching, marching in the beauty of the day, and you can feel how they could march to that and feel. This song came a little bit later, but they were probably singing songs that also allowed them to feel the strength of their collective action and of this literally marching through the streets.
And there were amazing organizers that followed, like Mother Jones, whose gravesite actually our friend Ann Feeney is buried near now.
And Rose Schneiderman from the shirtwaist, the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire, textile fire.
Yeah, and there are states now that are trying to roll back, especially those child labor laws.
That's right.
Unbelievably. I mean, there are still U.S. companies that are using child labor around the world, of course, especially to make things like textiles. And that's bad enough, but there are states in the U.S. now that are Trumper kinds of states that are actually that want to lower the age that children are able to work.
Yes.
It's really just inconceivable.
They already have, and I believe it's Idaho, but I'm not 100% sure. And I see folks are writing about it in the chat. They've already said that, teenagers can work more hours on school weeks than they used to be able to, and they can be in certain job categories that used to be protected from children working at because they're extremely dangerous. And of course, then there's also undocumented kids who are literally shuttled to working at these very dangerous factories. And that is going on these days.
So there's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, there is a lot of work to do to protect the work that we do. That is, I mean, I think what is like resonates about labor movement is that it's really like protection and like valuing life, like everybody's livelihoods, and that is so important. And I think in the song there's also a line about like, when we fight for women's rights, we're fighting for everybody's rights, and that feels super important as well. For a lot of reasons.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah, and that's the line for the rising of the women means the rising of us all. I love that you really took that out of there, pulled that out of the song. And that has been an issue, just how much women represent the health of an economy or of a country. And one of the early ways that I got my start as an activist musician was writing a song for the women's, what was called the Wages for Housework campaign. It's an international organization, but I was in London at the time. And there was a statistic from the UN that women do 2/3 of the world's work and earn something like 5% of the world's pay.
Yeah, largely unpaid.
Yeah. So it's true that rising the health of women and raising the health of women and the value of women does help the rest of us all, whether we're women or not. And I love the comments that people are. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just reacting. It's shocking to hear it like that. Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, it really is.
I so appreciate the reminders that I'm reading on Facebook and things. We have a day off because of the organizing of unions and the organizing that happened in unions. We have a 40-hour week and a 5-day work week because of the organizing of laborers. So we have so much to be grateful for that movement and all of those workers who came before us.
Right. And we do have some, labor strikes going on now. The strike, the Screen Actors Guild, and all of the push for Amazon workers to be recognized and Starbucks workers to be recognized. So there's lots of ways to take action right now as well to support workers in your community.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for that reminder as well. Labor continues to, of course, be a really important movement and an issue for us to put our attention towards. I feel like I've also been hearing about more within higher ed institutions, like graduate students, striking and taking charge of, or yeah, of the labor they're doing, which feels inspiring as well. Yeah, intellectual labor is labor too. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're right, because grad students who are, TAing classes or even teaching classes are getting paid a fraction of what the university is being paid by the students there. So the people who are doing the work should be paid for the work. I saw somebody write, I guess it was also on social media, that profit is unpaid wages to the workers. So there's definitely a way to balance that. Our country is particularly unbalanced on that issue.
I also saw that the other day that REI workers are trying to organize, and I thought REI it's like an outdoor outfitting cooperative. So why wouldn't their workers, like from the very beginning, why would they not have been unionized? There's pushback against that at a cooperative? Like what? What? Do you know what a cooperative is? That's so weird.
That is surprising. Wow. Yeah.
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 Well, more power to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Indeed. And I'm appreciating all the things people are putting in the comments up here on Zoom that Kathy writes, the world celebrates May Day, May 1st as
Right.
United Workers Day. So that's also an opportunity for us to do that. We do it here in the States as well, as Kathy was making note of.
Mm. Yeah, lots of awesome information in the chat. Thanks,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
I also just want to pivot a little bit and ask about things that you have going on in the Emma's Revolution world.
Yeah, well, thank you for asking. We continue to do our work of performing, and we're back out on the road this weekend. September 8th in Kent, Ohio, September 9th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and September 10th in Shaker Heights, and then also Rocky River, Ohio.
Cleveland area.
Yes. And some of the shows, we also have shows coming up Saturday, September 16th in Leverett, Massachusetts, Saturday, September 23rd in West Hartford, Connecticut, and Sunday, October 1st online, and Sunday, October 8th in Norwich, Vermont. All of that is on our website, and some of those shows are live streamed as well. The 9th and the 23rd are live streamed, so we would love to, and October 1st, obviously, because it's online. We'd love to have all you join us for these concerts where we're going to be continuing to do what we do, which is sing about social justice issues and come to communities that support the work of social justice in their communities and around the world. And I want to thank Arlene for bringing attention again to the film that's being made about us and our work by filmmaker Tom Weidlinger. And he's doing a film not just about us and what we do, but how our work fits into the history of justice music, and coming out of, Pete Seeger being a mentor of ours, and our working with Holly Near and other folks like that. And that's this song, Bread and Roses. And you can support that film. That film is totally a grassroots effort. And you can look on our website. There's a page called The Film at emmasrevolution.com. And we would love your support. We also have a big concert that we are planning, and we will tell you the date shortly as soon as we've got a few more confirmations. But we have a big concert planned in the Bay Area that we hope will also be live streamed in support of the film. So the film is still happening, and we would love you to be part of it.
Yeah, Tom is actually going to come with us on this leg of a Midwestern tour that we're doing. And one of the things that I'm particularly excited about is I'm going to get to meet my sixth grade choir director for the first time in 50 years. So
Oh,
it's,
oh my goodness.
yes, I mean, when we met up, she was a very young teacher. So I like my eyes are tearing up just thinking about it. She was so sweet and so supportive and really one of my earliest supporters. So I'm thrilled that that we're going to get to go and see her, and Tom is going to interview her, and that we'll be back in Ohio, back in my stomping ground where I grew up. So and I hope folks will come out in Kent. I don't know how many folks actually are still there from during my time, but I hope there are some folks that that will come to be with us there. And we still have, booking and everything has just been, touring has been a very uncertain thing because of the spikes in COVID and things like that. So we've been being really cautious about it, which means we still have a lot of dates open, and there are a lot of possibilities in the Midwest still sort of hanging in the air that I would like to plug into dates. But we still have some dates available in October. If folks in the Midwest would like to have us there, you can reach us through the website, through emmasrevolution.com. Those requests the contact us requests come directly to us. So I'm happy to talk to folks about that and fill in those dates, and start getting things underway. And let's see. Yeah, and likewise, those other houses up in Rocky River, Ohio. It's West Shore Unitarian Church on the west side of Cleveland.
In Pittsburgh,
And
Pennsylvania.
then Pittsburgh. Yeah, we would love to see our friends in Pittsburgh come.
And that one's live
join
stream,
us.
so anyone can join.
Yeah, but we'd
Yes.
love to have some folks in the house too. So if you know folks there, do let them know that we're going to be coming to the neighborhood.
Awesome. That is all really exciting. And I'm sure people will be sending you some requests, because who doesn't want to come see you on
Oh,
shore?
you're
That'd be
sweet.
lovely.
Yeah, that's exciting. And I will put your website in there again.
Thank you.
Yeah, and there's information about the film in the chat, which is also really exciting. We had Tom, the filmmaker, like come to the Daily Antidote like a few months back, and he was like lovely to speak to and hear about the film from his perspective. So best of luck with all of that.
Thank you.
Thanks
I
so
think-
much.
Yeah, I think we should sing the song one more
I
time.
do too.
Let's do it.
I want to sing it, keeping in mind what Kay wrote in the chat here. Texas just passed a law that limits the number of water breaks workers can take
Oh yes.
as we suffer the
Oh my
hottest
God.
temperatures ever recorded. This is the world we're in right now, so let's make it the world we want it to be.
I can't even imagine what the motivation could possibly be behind that.
I know.
Oh, come on. Oh, it's so gross. We were able
Come on.
to humiliate the leadership in New York into providing potable drinking water, because we publicized the fact that they were not providing they were not requiring that growers provide potable drinking water for their workers. It's completely outrageous. I can't believe that we're turning those things back anywhere. Ugh, it's just evil. Don't get me
Yes.
started.
No, let's sing a song. And then you can get
Okay.
started.
I raised this up a little bit so you won't be so in the basement, Sandio.
Me and Kevin. Kevin said it was too low for him.
Sorry, loves. Here we go. As we go marching, marching in the beauty of the day, a million darkened kitchens, 1,000 lofts gray are touched with all the radiance that a sudden sun discloses. For the people hear us singing, bread and roses, bread and roses. As we go marching, marching, we battle too for men, for they are women's women's children, let the mothers speak again. Our lives shall not be sweated from birth until life closes. Hearts starve as well as bodies. Give us bread, but give us roses. As we go marching, marching, unnumbered women dead go crying through our singing their ancient call for bread. Small art and love and beauty, their drudging spirits new. Yes, it is bread we fight for, but we fight for roses too. As we go marching, marching, people hear our call. For the rising of the women means the rising of us all. No more the drudge and idler, tend the toil when one reposes, but a sharing of life's glories, bread and roses, bread and roses, bread and roses, bread and roses. La, la.
Yeah, you all. So great to sing it with you. Thank you for keeping on here with songs that raise our hopes, raise our voices, raise our spirits, so we can keep on fighting for bread and roses and working together for bread and roses.
And thank you to Carpe Diem Arts and to Busy and to Joe and to all the folks, Jaden and Aaron and all the folks and Katie.
Yes.
So many folks that do this day after day after day. Thanks to you all for showing up and being here with us to sing with us. It's such a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Pat and Sandy. Yes, sending a lot of love to you, I guess.
Thank you. I
Thank
saw
you.
the big heart being made. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Okay, nice. So your website is in the chat. People should get in contact with you if they want to see you on tour in certain places, and also check out the film there. And is there anything else you'd like to leave us with today?
No, we just love you. I'll see you all on the road or online at the next shows. Come check us out.
Yeah.
Come visit us.
Awesome.
Yeah, much love, y'all.
Thank you. All right, thanks so much to Emma's Revolution. Everybody help me wave them goodbye and say big thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much, Pat and Sandy. And goodbye to everybody in the room with us. Bye, Bob and Mabel and the Bears. Thanks for joining, Athena. Good to see you. And bye to Deli and Cricket. Goodbye to Sheila and Arlene and Karen in Oregon. Thanks, Kathleen, for being here, and Bonnie. Newly retired Mark and Luda, thanks for being with us today, and happy retirement again. That's exciting. Kathy in Denver, great to see you today. Hi, Sue in Seattle. I mean, bye, Sue in Seattle. For me, it's like a hi because I didn't say the highs, you know. Okay, but bye, and bye, Sarah Page, and bye, Kat, and bye, Annette. Goodbye to Becky. Great to see you, and Carolyn and Storm. Bye, Stephen Silver Spring and Jamie in Virginia. Goodbye, Linda and Arcus Island, and Kevin Ennis. Great to see you today. And bye, Nancy N. Bye, Jamie and Victoria. And Diane, great to see you today. Goodbye to Ruth and Ann in Nashville. Bye, Martha in Oregon. Nancy Schimmel, I'm so glad you made it today. Nancy is also a song leader who sings with us pretty regularly. So thanks for being here. Bye, Susan G. And bye to Harriet. Trish, great to see you today. Bye, Caroline and Hindi. Bye, Lynn, good to see you. And bye, Sandy E. Goodbye to Hoda and Dick and Kathy, other wonderful song leaders. Thanks for joining today. Bye to Shari and Ray, Joe's mom, Ray, Joe's mom. Bye, and thank you for being here today. And Jojo on the go-go, thanks for joining us while you're adventuring. Bye, Margaret, thanks for joining today. Kathy in Virginia and Susan Chamberlain. Thank you all so much for being with us today. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.